Hey guys, back at it again. Brand new build out, and this is gonna be a renovation. We're gonna gut this thing and totally rebuild it. Glad to have you guys along. This is a 1982 Fisher boat. So it has some years on it. This thing has been put through the ringer, but it's a workhorse. I can tell that the owner of this boat has gotten a lot of good work out of it. And what I'm gonna do now is just walk you through from start to finish what this boat has in it and some of the things we're gonna do, but it's gonna be an exciting build out. Come on, let's start from the front and kind of just show you what we got going on. He does have this raised platform here and he loves it. And so we're gonna replicate this in aluminum. We're gonna take out all the wood. There'll be no wood in this boat when we're done. There's a lot of wood in the boat right now. So we're gonna replicate this in some way, shape or form with aluminum, install brand new grafts. He has the Maxim on here, the Minn Kota Maxim. Got a brand new replacement sitting over there against the wall. So we'll get that swapped out. And he absolutely loves these seat mounts. I'm gonna try to salvage them, but they're pretty cracked up. If you look really close, you've got, it's just broken right here. And if you look at the front as well, and I think this whole thing just moves around, it's pretty much in bad shape. I don't know if that can be welded. It's very thin aluminum. New seats are coming in. Got your throttle control. He does have pole steer up here, so we will keep this intact. Looking at the sidewalls, we're gonna tear all this out. This is some kind of turf. It's really interesting what this is. And I'm assuming there is aluminum behind this, but maybe there's wood, but we're gonna take all this out and redo it. Maybe even turf these sidewalls. Got a center hatch right here. I'm gonna rip that out. That's a wooden hatch. We'll replicate that size, may even make it a little bit bigger, all aluminum hatch, and get that in there. And it's got the same sidewall set up there as well. All wires are run along that top gunnel. Got your poles for the power pole. That's at the rear of the boat. Same scenario here with this seat. Got a wooden deck that's old as well and worn. This is held up long enough for him, but we're gonna get rid of all this wood and get a whole aluminum build out done back here. In the end, we're gonna keep 2 hatches going and keep that set up just like that. But yeah, you can see these locks are pretty dated, but they did get the job done for a long time. This is a catfish boat. He does a lot of catfishing here in the Potomac River area. This has got to be built well for rugged water. So yeah, super excited to get this done and bring you guys along the way as always. Step 1, we got to tear this thing apart. Tariq is behind the camera. We're going to get his hands dirty as well. It's time to get this thing going. Let's go, guys.
Like some double hooks on?
Guys, you can see a lot of rotted wood on this deck. So we're just trying to rip it out. This is not going to be salvageable. We're not keeping this. We're replacing this with an aluminum platform. So we're just trying to get this out as quickly as possible. All right, guys, we've got everything demoed out the boat. Floor, hatches, front deck, trolling motor, primarily it, and a few things here and there, the seats and whatnot. Toughest thing to get out was the floor. We had a lot of just free spinning screws, broken screws, so we just ended up using an angle grinder with a cut wheel and cut it off, maybe 12 different ones, probably even more. Underneath, you see we have a lot of foam and dirt. This is a very old boat, so a lot of accumulated stuff in these corners. And this foam is very waterlogged. You got dirt down in there. It's got some weight to it. Got a lot of weight to it because of the water that's just trapped in it. I was hoping to salvage the foam. You know, foam is not cheap nowadays, but that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna end up ripping out all the foam out the bottom and saving the side walls that have the foam. This foam is dry, it's intact, it's not broken or cracked. So we're gonna save that for the rebuild. First step up is let's get rid of all this stuff. We're gonna bag it, trash it, and we will need to clean up the bottom of the boat. We're not just gonna cover it back up with all this stuff in it, the dirt and the moisture and all that stuff. So we will clean it up and get it prepped for some new foam and then some flooring, all right? I wanted to pause here and show you where we are right now in the cleanup process. This has been 2 to 3 days of cleaning and scrubbing and getting off all the old calcification, dirt. I mean, there was a lot of stuff down here. All right, so we're at one of the last parts of cleaning this boat off and getting everything stripped down. And what we have left is removing the paint from the front deck, and we're also going to remove the paint from the transom as well. And primarily the part that will be visible above the deck, which is just this little part right here and there. But you know me, I'm gonna go do the whole thing, because you will be able to see that when you look inside the hatches. So I'm gonna use some paint stripper for both the rear transom and the front deck, going with clean strip. Paint stripper can be a little fickle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I've had nothing but good luck. I already went with the wire brush on here, but I wanna do something a little bit faster. So with this stuff, you just put it on, wait 15 minutes, you'll see it start to bubble up, and you can start scraping it off. It should speed up this process quite a bit. Whew. All right, done, at least for now. Getting off 99% of what I need to get off before I paint it. A really good first round. Should only need one more round before actually putting a primer and paint on here. The blue paint was a bit difficult to come off. The brown paint came off right away. Within 5 minutes, it was bubbling up, and that's what you want to see. You want to see it start to crinkle and start to loosen off of the surface. That's when you know it's going to be pretty easy to get it off with a scraper. But I went in with the wire wheel to get the blue paint off. So a combination of the wire wheel and the paint stripper on there worked really well. It still took a lot of elbow grease, guys. I mean, yeah, I'm done for the night after doing that. Time warped it, so it didn't seem like nothing to you guys, but yeah, that took a little bit of elbow grease, but could have been worse. Could have absolutely been worse, but very satisfied with it for today. Getting that done, and then just taking a quick look up front, what we did earlier today with the front deck. Whew, all right. I probably have all kind of crap on my face. I mean, I felt stuff hitting me all over, but I don't know. I'm tired, guys. Going to get in the house. See you tomorrow.
Be very, very careful.
Oh, okay. I see that. We got water coming in that hole right there. It has some silicone there, but that silicone is worn out. Got a little bit of water in this back corner and water in this back corner also. Somewhere in here. Oh, it's right here. What the? We've got a little leak coming through from behind the transom. All right, so only one major leak is the one I showed you up against the transom, and we've got a slight little tiny drip coming out from behind the transom wall, straight over there. End of story. No leaks in the hull. We do have some leaks at the transom, which is typical about this age, but nothing major, nothing we can't fix. All right, we're back. Everything is done. You guys saw all of that. And the wells look super solid. We did 3 wells here. One right down the center, one above and one below, just to bring it all together nicely. And at the rear of the boat, got all the holes welded up as well. So watertight, super solid. And then last but not least, got the seat mounts welded as well. The owner of the boat really loves these and wanted to keep them. I'm very happy to find a way to keep these in the boat and fix them up. We've got some welds all around. So me personally, very happy all the welding is done, because now I can move on to the rest of the build. So here we are next morning. Everything is dry. It's not 24 hours, but dry enough to the touch and dry enough to handle, and looks really good. Got a nice layer of protection on there, Rust-Oleum paint. I used 2 15-ounce cans, but it's the 2X painter's touch, I believe is what it's called. So it's supposed to give you more coverage with less paint, but went on there nicely, matte black finish. And again, this is just to add a little layer of protection on the bare aluminum. This will all be covered up in the end, but while I had everything dismantled and exposed, figured it'd be a really good thing to just add a layer of protection before we cover this all back up. The only part that'll truly be visible will be just that last section back there, because you need to have access to plug the boat. And there's actually 2 plugs on this boat, one on this side and one over there you can't really see, and then the transducer will be mounted over there. All said and done, we can move on to the other things we need to paint, which is the sidewall there, the front deck here, and sidewall here. I need to take off this anchor, and we'll be painting the transom as well. We're going to prime that before we paint it, and same for here and up front. The other walls that we're painting, we're going to prime it first and add an extra layer of protection there as well. Just trying to go with best case scenario with the painting in this boat and make sure everything turns out very nice for my customer. That's how we start the video.
Sit down.
All right, so we have all of the primer in. Aluminum primer is on the transom and the front of the boat, front wall, and also did a little bit up here too. And this is Rust-Oleum primer, and it's made to go with the professional spray paint that we're also gonna put on here as well. Oh, thanks for the assist, son. This is it, the goodies. A little bit of overspray right here, some overspray, but we won't worry about that. We'll put some paint on that. So extra layer down there, it's all good. And then we're gonna drop this paint right here on there. So we're keeping it with the professional series paint. And that's what we're about to do now, is go ahead and hopefully just do one coat. I'm thinking we should only need one coat. We might actually have to do 2 coats of black paint and get it done. And guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel and see how this rehab project turns out. Future videos will feature electrical wiring, custom fabrications, aluminum framing, turfing, and much more. A quick reminder that we're now a full-service boat shop in Beltsville, Maryland, so contact us about your installation needs by calling us on 202-556-4433 or on our website, bashbrothersfishing.com. See you on the next video.